So, how many people want to be like Mike now? 35, rich, almost retired, and ready to golf. But it's not like he can just disappear. He's still 6'6", and he's recognized by millions all over the world. His life will have challenges. Phil Jackson, Jordan's old coach, said he personally is excited for his next stage, his life without basketball. As Kerry Kirkpatrick reports, Michael Jordan has a few exciting opportunities as well.
He's been everywhere and done everything. I think that's kind of the downside to living that life. 35 years old and you've done everything. You've had everything. Anything money can buy, anywhere you can go. What do you do?
Or, put another way, in an old question, but a new context, what does life now have for the icon who has everything?
I think the real challenge for him will be to take his business sense and turn his business ventures into the best of whatever they can be.
Clearly, this is not a guy who is made to sit in a boardroom all day, making decisions and going over contracts and making long-range plans. The beauty of Jordan as a businessman is he's got the greatest product in the world, Michael Jordan.
I think he's now beginning to say, I want to compete with Bill Gates. You know, I want to compete with General Electric. I want to compete with Ford and GM.
He'd be good at whatever he wanted to do. I mean, if the parts were tailored to him, there's no reason why he couldn't be a major player in movies. I mean, look at Arnold Schwarzenegger.
I always thought Jordan would be a great James Bond. I mean, Michael Jordan is James Bond.
If he would ever decide to focus on golf to a level where he was working at it, there's no telling how good he could become.
You know, maybe the music industry, because he loves music, loves jazz, you know, maybe, you know, have a record label or something of that sort.
We walked into the Senate floor, and here was Michael standing at the majority leader's desk. And I thought to myself then, well, maybe, will he be a senator someday?
I said to him, do you think you ever could run for president? Figuring he would just laugh and say, of course not. And he said, yeah, he could imagine doing it.
Michael, for the most part, has led a life of high-profile celebrity and kind of quiet dignity. I think his obligation is to, in fact, use his celebrity to help people.
Multinational corporations, blockbuster movies, prime political plums. Michael Jordan can probably pick or choose where he works next. But he probably won't be working here at Whitey's Alberta Motor Inn in Wilmington, North Carolina. Taking out the trash, sweeping the sidewalks, mowing the lawn. It was a long time ago, but Michael's been here, done that. Unfortunately, all that work didn't work out.
Dolores called me up one day and she said, Whitey, do you have anything that Michael can do? Said he needs to do a little work because he's out of high school and going to college and he needs a job.
I says, well, what happened at work today? He says, Mother, please don't make me go back. I was so embarrassed because my friends was driving by and honking at me while I was sweeping the food.